Welcome to the Insider Threats lesson. Click Next to get started. After completing this lesson, you will be able to achieve these objectives. Define insider threat, explain the different types of insiders, describe the different threat vectors and methods used by or against insiders, describe the threat indicators of insider threats, and mitigation methods. The more benign, yet equally dangerous category is the careless insider who inadvertently helps a bad actor. They fall victim to phishing and other social engineering attacks. The careless insider category can be subdivided into two groups, pawns and goofs. A pawn is an authorized user who has been manipulated into unintentionally helping the bad actor, often through social engineering techniques like tailgating or spear phishing. An example of a pawn is the head of information security who was duped by a digital birthday card in the Emily Williams attack. A goof is an insider who deliberately takes potentially harmful actions but harbors no malicious intent. This type of insider could be described as arrogant, ignorant, or incompetent, and one who refuses to recognize the need to follow security policies and procedures. Malicious agents use many methods and attack vectors against the careless insider. The attack vector can be physical. Methods used against a physical attack vector include tailgating or piggybacking, shoulder surfing, dumpster diving, and eavesdropping. Tailgating or piggybacking is a type of engineering attack in which an unauthorized person gains physical access to a restricted area by following someone who is authorized. Shoulder surfing is using direct observation techniques, such as looking over someone's shoulder, to get information. Dumpster diving is looking for information in someone else's garbage or recycle bin. Dumpster diving can also occur in a general access area, such as a printing room where confidential information is printed and not immediately retrieved. Eavesdropping in a physical setting could be listening in on a conversation where confidential information is discussed. Digitally speaking, eavesdropping refers to network snooping or sniffing, which occurs when a malicious actor exploits an insecure or vulnerable network to read or steal information as it travels between two devices. Eavesdropping occurs more commonly in wireless communications than on Ethernet networks because wireless networks are more accessible. An insider attack can be more difficult to detect than an external attack. In part, this is because an insider has access to and knowledge about the network that an external attacker likely does not. However, there are behavioral and digital indicators that can help you to detect a possible insider threat. If an insider appears to be dissatisfied with the organization, appears to hold a grudge against the organization, or starts to take on more tasks with excessive enthusiasm, these could be indicators of a potential insider threat. Context is everything. There are go-getter or type A personalities who aggressively take on new challenges. However, if an employee's behavior changes appreciably without some logical explanation, then this may be a threat indicator. Routine violations, open contempt of organization policies, or attempts to circumvent security are also possible behavioral indicators of an insider threat. Anomalous activity at the network level is a digital indicator. Several activities are trackable, such as activity at unusual times, such as logging into the network at 4 a.m. or always working late, volume of traffic, such as transferring unusual amounts of data within the network, type of activity, such as accessing resources that are atypical or not needed for the insider's job. You should always be alerted to digital activities, such as repeated requests for access to systems not relevant to their job function, using unauthorized devices, such as USB drives, network crawling and deliberate searches for sensitive information, emailing sensitive information outside the organization. Your behavior as a person working for an organization can either jeopardize or enhance security. To help make your organization more secure, follow this list of recommendations. Learn your organization's security policies. Do not take shortcuts around security protocols. Do not leave login credentials exposed. Do not allow tailgating. Do not store confidential digital documents unencrypted or leave physical documents unsecured. Do not disable endpoint security and controls. Do not share proprietary or confidential information with unauthorized individuals. Patch your devices as soon as OS and software updates are available. There are measures that you can take to protect your organization's assets from internal threats. First, identify your organization's critical assets, both logical and physical. These include networks, systems, confidential data, facilities, and people. Rank and prioritize each asset and identify the current state of each asset's protection. By prioritizing the assets, you can focus on securing the most important assets first. Tools like machine learning (ML) applications can help analyze the data stream and prioritize the most relevant alerts. You can use digital forensics and analytics tools such as User and Event Behavior Analytics (UEBA) to help detect, analyze, and alert the security team to any potential insider threats. User and device behavior analytics can establish a baseline for normal data access activity, while database activity monitoring can help identify policy violations. Deploy tools that monitor user activity as well as aggregate and correlate activity information from multiple sources. Deception software, such as FortiDeceptor or FortiNet, establishes traps to attract malicious insiders and tracks their actions to better understand their intentions. The information gathered by a honeypot solution can be shared with other intelligence to improve detection and to mitigate attacks and breaches. Define, document, and disseminate the organization's security policies. Then, provide training to those who work for your organization and follow up with testing to ensure comprehension. This prevents ambiguity and establishes a foundation for enforcement. They should recognize their responsibility to comply and respect the organization's security policies. This is a good segue to the final recommendation. Promote a culture of security awareness. Promoting a security-aware culture is key to mitigating the insider threat. Instilling the right beliefs and attitudes combats negligence and reduces the opportunity for malicious behavior. You have completed the lesson. You are now able to define insider threat, explain the different types of insiders, describe the different threat vectors and methods used by or against insiders, describe the threat indicators of insider threats and mitigation methods.